The Table is Yours podcast contains content that may not be suitable for some audiences, such as themes of violence, swearing, sexual language, alcohol, and death. We advise you to check the episode description for any other specific content warnings. Please, if any sequences or episodes are ever triggering or uncomfortable in any way, we ask you to take a pause from the episode or skip it entirely. It is important that our table is a safe space for everyone, including you.
The Table is Yours podcast is a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends around a table, and through video call, play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons. Together, we hope to bring the joy and fun of our game to you, wherever you are, as if you're a part of our table. For when you're sitting, creating, and playing with us, the table is yours.
Hello, and welcome to The Table is Yours, a role-playing adventure show where a bunch of friends sit around a table and through video call and play Dungeons and Dragons. Woo!
And other TTRPGs.
Yes. Right. Yeah. Thank you, lawyer. Who am I? Oh, me. Who am I? Jean Valjean. Continue. I stole some bread. No. My name is Con Riley, also known as the DM of this game. Hey! My pronouns are they, them. You can follow me anywhere at Cryles. And my fun fact for the day, because we chose to do characters that give us gender envy, is I have a lot, but I would say my top character that gives me gender envy that I think is acceptable to say is... The other one's not acceptable, but it could just cause some discourse, okay? It's about Berserk. Anyway, but the character that I chose that is acceptable and won't cause discourse, I hope, is Alucard from Castlevania. But let's go around and meet our fuzzy friends, starting with Lexi.
We're back.
We're back.
I said fuzzy.
Hi.
Hi, my name is Lexi May. I use she.
Wait, can I change it to Garfield?
Garfield. Hi, my name is Garfield. Hi, my name is Lexi May. I use she, her pronouns. I play one, the human artificer. You can find me at Be Real with Lexi May I Help You. You can also find me on Instagram. I want to try to use social media again, but I don't know. Every time I try to do it, I get nervous. My fun fact for a character that gives me gender envy is Starfire from Teen Titans, the cartoon particularly. I also would say runner-ups is Jenny from My Life as a Teenage Robot and Vera from Monster Prom.
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Fair.
Love her.
Hi, I'm Andrew. Pronouns are he, him. I play Wash. Pronouns are also he, him.
Him.
You can find me on Steam. My username is Tangy Lobster.
Nice.
And the character that gives me gender envy is the cowboy without a gun from Bunraku, played by Josh Hartnett.
That's a good one. I do love Josh Hartnett.
Hi. I'm Sydney. My pronouns are she, her. I play Codex Sayori, fighter, sorcerer, nightmare. Don't find me. That's it. And then, as for characters that give me gender envy, I have a couple off the top of my head. Yes, you did guess correctly while we were all getting set up. It is Striga from Castlevania.
Fuck yeah.
She's probably number 2. Number 1 for me is actually Tom Hardy as Mad Max in Mad Max Fury Road.
That's a good choice.
Also Charlize Theron as Furiosa, like the both. And then if we're going towards a more femme side, I would have to say Eris from the animated Sinbad movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Rebecca. I play Isabella Balador, Tiefling Paladin Bard of the group. We both use she, her pronouns. Character that gives me gender envy. I have 2, so Shigo from Kim Possible and then Meg from Hercules.
Oh,
yes,
good
choice.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Vic. I use they, them pronouns. I play resident Vat Boy. Terrence Astanis. Anyone.
We'll
get that one. My fun fact, the character that gives me gender envy... My feral one is Scott Pilgrim, which is
That's a good one.
Yes, but
That's a good one.
Terrible person.
I know.
I know, I love it.
I love it. But Miyamura from Horimiya, because
those were words.
It's so cute. It's a very cute. It's a cute anime. I love it very much. And also Ed from Cowboy Bebop.
From Ed.
Oh my god, yeah.
I would pick Rolf. Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Heather Lore. I play Shay Erebos. You can find me on any social media at Land of Lore. And let's see here, gender envy. I'm gonna go with Meg too because fuck yeah. And then also Jason Momoa, just
yeah.
in most of his stuff.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, you said that and I was like, no, that makes a shit ton of sense. Yeah.
And of course, you can follow us anywhere at TTIYDND. We're on the Patreons. Please support our Patreon. We will support you if you support us.
Heroes supporting heroes.
Real sports.
We'll give you a thumbs up if you support us.
Yeah, right. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, anywhere you find podcasts. And yeah, follow us on the streets. You know, if you see us, just follow us. Don't tell us you're there.
Please.
If you are a porn bot, we'll name a character after you.
So yeah, with that then, let us get started with our recap on what happened last time on The Table Is Yours.
What story shall be sung today? One can never know how the melody might sound. Our adventurers have already begun to pluck the strings of their story, and their combined composition is unfolding like a road before us.
The D'Amatas left with Willow as the rest of us finally took time to relax after both the Menorah Pass and the Balthazar kidnapping. Issa called Casimir and asked him to hire a chef, gardener, housekeeper, and errand person for the Pale White Castle Keep. One went to her room and called Chartreuse to help and to talk, but Chartreuse encouraged her to try doing more for herself instead of leaning on her devil friend. Codex went to Issa to get money so that she could find a wizard to cast Sending, for reasons she did not fully disclose to Issa. Issa joined her, as the two ended up at a store known as Silly Simon's Telesending, where a very zany tabaxi wizard had counter service for sending spells. Over a very colorful interaction, Issa overheard that Codex's sending message was actually to Balthazar, saying they could work together and learn more about the Hexaleap. Codex received a return message coin from Silly Simon, and the two left. As they walked back, Issa said she wanted Codex to have her own agency, but maybe needed to be more honest of her intentions going forward. She also gave warning to be careful when dealing with Balthazar, but assured Codex she'd trust her. Back at the keep, Terrence and One spoke ad nauseum about his serums before I revealed that I was watching over their talk. Terrence told us more details about his serums, allowing me to examine the components. I noticed some of it was shavings from the Dawnwood. I expressed how that was information that could get any of us killed. From there, we formed a triangle of trust, and I even shared a little of my own story, explaining how I was forced from the Grove into the Burg as a child. As Issa and Codex returned to the keep, a sending stone rained from Issa's pockets. Maud was calling. There was trouble at the Red Raven Adventuring Guild.
Let's pick up right where we left off. Issa, the last thing that Maud said to you basically was along the lines, I can't remember the exact words, so sorry, audience, but along the lines of like, something's going on at the Red Raven.
Yes, exactly that. Yeah.
She said something along the lines of something's going on at the Red Raven Adventuring Guild. That is a hard thing to say fast.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to say it fast. Red Raven Adventuring Guild.
Call it the RAG.
RRAG, yeah.
Yeah, the RAG.
RAG.
Do you need help? What's going on?
Prank call.
Get your refrigerator ready.
Yellow, what's your favorite color?
It's like, you've been pranked by. I think I've made a discovery, and she does sound like she's whispering into the sending stone. Something's wrong with Sham.
Can you say it on the phone or?
You mean the stone?
Okay.
Not the phone, the stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's my cell stone.
Kiss me through the stone.
Can you say it over the stone? Or like, can you? Are you being
in person or?
in person? Can you get here so we can talk? Can you send the carriage? I
can't. Eyes are on me, so I can't leave.
Okay.
Here's what I'll say. Do you know that logbook that Sham keeps around with him?
Yes.
Something was just off the other day, and from what we talked about previously, I realized I needed to... Are you okay? Sorry, I didn't even notice. Are you okay?
Heather's fighting demons.
So sorry.
No, I'm fine. Maud, I'm fine. Keep going. I'm fine. Just...
Yeah.
I was like, no!
Oh no, I'm so sorry. I was like, it got really quiet. Oh god.
You're just like trying to not cough into the mic.
So Maud continues. He never lets it go. But there was one night he was in the tap room. I thought he was talking with Telemachus, but there was a point where Telemachus came up to me and he just told me that Sham had been sitting there almost in a dazed state for 3 hours.
3 hours?
The logbook was not on him.
Was he talking to himself?
No. He was just sitting there, silent. From our last conversation we had before parting, let's say I've gotten a bit more into doing something when I think something's up. So I went to his quarters and I found the logbook.
Okay.
The last time he wrote in that logbook was before he even met you.
Fuck. That doesn't sound good, Maud.
I've known Sham for almost more than half a decade. Long time. I thought something was up or why he was acting strange. I think it might have all started, and why I'm trying to be very hush. I think it all started when he started making a connection with Arathia, the Bull of the Onyx Obscurity.
Yeah, I think we need to meet and talk somewhere where you can speak more freely and where I can speak more freely, because we have more information now about Sham and connections.
Well, now I'm wondering if there's Sham's connections at all, or if he's being puppeted.
I think he's being puppeted.
The best I can do is find a reason to help the fated fates, and come to you. If Arathia has her claws here, I don't want more involvement. She's a dangerous person to be on the opposite side of, let's say.
I agree. And she's probably been watching us for however long Sham hasn't been writing in his book, which is a while.
She watches everybody.
Yeah. But I don't like how close she was to the guild.
I don't know if I'll be able to get there soon, but I can at least try to get there within the next few days.
Okay, we're gonna go do something for our patron, but we'll be around. We're in the Pale White Castle Keep that's north of the Naramont Society in the 3rd. It's in the Silent District.
Wow, okay, so Fiora's definitely giving you benefits. That's good enough information for me to find you at least there.
Okay, yeah, just call when you're close or if something bad happens, because we also need to go to the 10th eventually, but we can do that after we talk.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Stay safe.
You too. We'll see you soon. Shay, One, and Terrence, you guys are in that side stable armory room, Dawnguard room. You're in the bath wash, and then Codex and Issa, you guys are walking in.
Washes and washing.
Yes.
Washing.
Mm-hmm.
I got my worst.
I mean, as we're walking in, I mean, Codex probably walked ahead if Issa was getting a stone call, as we were gonna call it.
Me, you watch her shuffle 7 sending stones, and you're like, "What the fuck?" And
I'm
she's
like,
"Hi, hello."
All these pockets in your jacket, just fuck.
But as you hang up, I guess, she'll kind of fall back into step with you and just be like, "Everything okay?"
No, doesn't sound like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Nope. Right.
I will send messages in general directions in the house that's just can we meet in the courtyard, and just hope that someone, it picks up a frequency of someone in the home.
I will wrap up what I'm doing and go to the courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
We should probably tell him our idea anyway.
You're right.
True. So. Ding, ding, ding.
Alright, is everyone in the courtyard then?
I'm gonna take my time about it, but yeah.
Someone go pound on the door to the bathroom. Just keep sending message to Wash until he answers. Get out of the bath, big boy.
Hey, big
Made it all by yourself, Ansel.
Sends another message. Hey, Wash, everybody's here and we're all kind of waiting for you, so...
As soon as you send that message, Wash has already stepped into the courtyard.
Hey, Maud we just talked on my sending stone, and she thinks that Sham is possessed or being controlled by Arathia. But anyway, Sham used to keep this log book on him about every day in the life of Sham and all the information he could obtain from the world. And Maud found it.
Today, this weird kobold group asked to be adventurers.
They're called the Triple Threat.
So Telemachus told Maud that Sham was sitting at the bar for like 3 hours, just completely dazed and didn't talk and was very confused, I guess, and just kind of sat there. So Maud took the opportunity to try and find his logbook, and she did find his logbook, except he hadn't written in it since before I joined the guild, which was like 1.5 years ago. Very unlike Sham, concerning, and Maud thinks Arathia had eyes, close eyes, I guess, on the guild for like a long time. And something bad is going on, and she's going to try to get to the third to talk to us in the next few days. Just wanted to be open about that because it's very concerning to me.
When did the diamond stuff happen?
After I joined the guild, I think. So after Sham has been controlled or possessed or being used as a pawn for something.
So you've never known him without this kind of...
Apparently not.
I mean, do you think he would have taken those jobs if it hadn't been for her control? If we're assuming that he was under the control of Arathia?
Yeah, I didn't know him before, but from my understanding, the guild has always been kind of an upstanding faction in society, I guess. So, I mean, I think it has something to do directly with whoever's using him.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the right connections, you can't really get in trouble.
We know he worked with Arathia and Fiara. Just something to think about, because Maud's gonna bring more information when she gets here. She's not... I mean, Maud's never really scared, but she sounded hesitant to be talking about this in the guild, and she did mention that she doesn't know how quickly she can leave because of what's happening with Sham. So she's hopeful that she'll be here in a couple of days.
All right.
So just so we're all on the same page about that.
Well, we have an idea for what we could do in the meantime. That doesn't involve us leaving the third precinct necessarily.
True.
We were talking about where the vats would potentially be. We think a good place to start might be past the black lights in Merkside. So there's like the lit up parts of Merkside, and then there's the parts where no one lives and are very scary. We think there might be a good place to start.
Issa looks confused. What? What's the Merkside?
You've been to Merkside, haven't you?
I've been to Merkside?
Yeah. So where you've been is the Echo Chamber, right? And where they found me working for Verona was outside of the lights of the Echo Chamber. That's where it's like safe to be, and then even more nefarious activities happen on where the light don't shine.
So the Echo Chamber is Merkside.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The Echo Chamber is a pocket in the Undercity.
Okay.
The Blacklights are a type of use of of our favorite thing, Fantasy Neon.
Yes.
Of the bioluminescent mushrooms and other things that are found in Merkside that they use as like perimeters. Like when they say don't go past the blacklight, it's like don't go past the perimeter of this pocket. For the people who would know, which would be Shay, Wash, and One, Big T is who made the idea to make the blacklights, because he's the one who like knows the most about bioluminescence, or as we like to call it, fantasy neon. These like glass tubes that are probably like somehow positioned or welded into like sides of buildings or something that kind of give us off almost like not necessarily UV, but like a UV light. It's like for a dog with a shot. Like don't go past the fucking electric fence. Mm-hmm. Except you physically can if you so wish to. I mean, a dog can too, but you won't get shocked for it. But like you can. People have stories of what's out past the black lights.
Okay, so Issa's just looking intently at Terrence, nodding. Okay, so you think the vats are past the black lights in the Mercs?
Because where I was working for Verona was past the black lights, and since Verona was working for Balthazar, we can assume that maybe it would be close to there. I never really left my room, so I don't know what else they were doing out there, but if we start in that general area, then we can move outward from there and see if we find anything. But also, no one really knows what's out there, so who knows?
That makes sense.
I do have a question about this idea. What's the plan once we find one of these vats?
Well, do we want it to be reconnaissance, or do we want to drain them?
I thought we were going to destroy them.
But then, okay, so this was talked about last time. We kind of discussed everything. But would that prompt him to just kill more people and refill the vats? Or do we want to try and, like, drain them all before he has the chance to use any of them?
I mean, he's got to kill a lot of people to do that, and he's going to run out of people if he tries, so he'll have to find us.
A lot of people in the world.
I think there's a lot of
This is a really big
Do you
city.
want to have to keep killing people, or do you want to just stop the people who are fucking with your shit?
I want to stop the guy who's trying to kill the people.
From his perspective. Does he want to
Turns like, are you a hero or not? Like, what do you think?
What are you talking about?
That path changed you.
You hear about this guy Wash? He's not a hero.
He's an anti-hero.
What's going on here?
Okay, Taylor Swift. That's my cousin.
Right.
What did you say?
Terrence is like dreaming in his head. Yeah.
I have this thing.
If you were Balthazar and people were dumping your resources constantly, would you want to keep trying to get more resources while they keep dumping your shit? Or would you like to stop them from dumping your shit?
I'd cause a war with a different nation for no reason for like over 30 years.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you? Wait, who are you?
I'm definitely not a Bush.
I guess you have a point that we could draw him to us.
It really works in our favor if we destroy it now both ways. One, it buys us more time because, it did take time for them to set up the graduation. Or he'll just come right to us.
So between those two outcomes, one where he potentially sets up a massacre around the size or potentially smaller depending on how many vats we destroy, akin to the college massacres, or he comes to fight us, potentially bringing along the multiple vampire thralls that we saw slaughter 30 people in like under 4 seconds. Which is the better outcome right now? Because I'm having trouble seeing which one would be better for us.
Neither are great. Hypothesis. I can give all of you a serum and we can find them.
We can find.
Let's not.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you there.
Fine. I said hypothesis for a reason.
I said hypotenuse for a reason.
So here's my input to that, Codex. He probably doesn't want to kill us. These are still people that have to exist in a political sphere. He is tied to us. He seems to not hate, but not like us. Intrigued enough. We're also tied to his sister and others. We have a lot more weight on our side than we are noticing right now.
I guess if you wanted us dead, he would probably have killed us by now.
Exactly.
We should make a pros and cons list.
Right.
What if we're just not enough of a nuisance at this point for him to want to kill us? Also, isn't like part of the reason that they both want to change everything, like people disappear from the city all the time, and I don't think anybody has ever gotten punished for that. What makes us any different? What makes them not able to spin that we disappeared in some way? We've already been painted as villains once.
But we have a name as heroes now.
It's a lot harder to make people with names disappear in the city than you think. You have to kill them.
I'm just saying we're not necessarily shining stars of the city yet, and Balthazar could easily kill all of us, especially if he brings on the people. Like, one of the people that works for him, we now know, is the guy from the woods that had all the rats collecting things. He works for him.
He at the auction, he also showed kind of an air of camaraderie towards us when he, like, announced us. I mean, I'm not saying that's, like, ideal, but, like, he has made a public display of, like, kind of supporting us in a way.
Well, then why didn't he kill both of you while you were there? He knew that you didn't want to work with him.
But he offered you a place.
He learned that at the end.
But he could have killed you right there.
Maybe...
We weren't enough of a nuisance yet.
Even Fiora and Balthazar have different ways of trying to accomplish the same thing. So maybe he doesn't really care who wins as long as he gets control in the end. Because either way, the sun gets blocked out.
Let me phrase this again. His goal is to kill people to put them in a vat. If he was so uninterested with you and could kill you right then and there to put you in his vat, why didn't he? He cares enough to keep us alive. For now. But we have something. Something enough to keep us alive for now.
Say this works out the way you want it to, and we destroy the vat, and then Balthazar comes to fight or deal with us instead of just going off and killing, 50 to 60 more people. Do you think we can beat him?
Oh, I'm not assuming he's gonna come after us this time. I think right now this will be a nuisance, and he might give us a stern warning if he doesn't want to kill us right away. So I guess that's a risk. Pros and cons. So far for pros, I have listed pretty much definite. We know that it will delay his progress, and if there are gods, we can take out some of his men.
You do know we were all in this conversation, so we should know the pros.
I know, I'm just saying them out loud. But I'm saying that the cons are he might kill us and he might kill other people. All of the cons are potentials. But all of the pros are definites.
I mean, I like those odds.
See what I'm saying? Unless you have more pros and cons, shout them out. I can compare.
I mean, yeah, we can start with reconnaissance before we start meddling. Plus, it would save us from getting into a lot of disaster if we have a guest waiting to come visit us. And I kind of smile and turn to Issa.
That's true. We could just start with recon, come back, talk to Maud, and then...
Well, we have a vague idea that it's the 10th, 11th, 1st, and 3rd.
Correct.
Do you know...
Yeah, I mean, we can start with the 3rd. When Maud's here, we can probably go with her back to the 10th, go there next, and then plan our next move.
Do you know the other pockets?
I know a few.
Do you know 1 or 11?
Do you know 1, 3, 9,
7 and 11?
7 and 11? You know?
I haven't. I do, yes.
Do you think you could do reconnaissance there? And maybe put a good word in for us, so if we need to come to, we have an inn already. That way, we don't have to spend time trying to get in. You can also tell that we are people from... Well, if you think it's important that we know pocket culture.
They do like that, yes.
And that way, we can kind of just enter, instead of it being a whole thing each time we find something.
Exactly. Yes, I'm sure there's a shorthand we can come up with.
But that would be heavily appreciated.
I would love to.
We could always start with recon, and if it goes south and it feels... We can let the spirit move us, so to speak. Get there.
One definitely has that,
If we get there and it's a big sign that says, "Dump me," then we just do that. If it looks safer to just do recon and come back, then we can do that. But we start out with a recon mission and just see how it turns out from there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that feel good with everyone?
Yes.
You said Maud could be here in a couple days.
Yeah.
Okay then. We just feel it out.
Sounds like enough
I would
time.
prefer not to spend the night past the blacklights, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess my question is, how much do we think time is of the essence? Do we want to just wait for Maud, or do we want to go down?
I think we should go. And then we can report what we found to Maud, ask if she's seen anything in the 10th, or knows anything that sounds similar, hear what she has to say about Sham.
Okay, yeah, and then this way, okay, so why don't... If we want to meet Maud back up here in a couple days' time, we can make this part of the mission strictly recon, unless we get caught. But, strictly recon. Gather the information we can, come back to Maud, talk to Maud, and then we can make a game plan on what we want to do with the blood after that. Does that sound good?
Yes.
And again, unless the spirit moves us in one way or another.
Terrence, since when were you spiritual?
I'm not. I only went to church a couple times as a kid.
You know, the holidays, Easter.
I know,
Christmas.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a harvest.
The Fair Father's Day, you know.
Midsummer.
Okay, so are you guys going immediately, or is there anything anybody wants to do before you guys go down? I know your thing at the Dark Turn, that's tomorrow, that'll be available. This is the day after.
Yeah.
So that'll be tomorrow, that's available for you.
Oh, yeah.
Anything anybody wants to do in the meet? Are you guys going today? Are you guys going tomorrow?
I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Where's the table? So is this a go right now situation? Have we even really officially rested fully?
We should go tomorrow. That gives us a chance to get some supplies for going past the black lights.
And a proper rest?
That's true.
So, with the rest of the afternoon and night, is there anything anybody would like to do?
Do I need to go shopping for any of you fucks?
I was gonna go shopping.
You want to join Terrence for shopping? That sounds like fun.
You wanna come?
I'm staying back.
Okay, so everybody but Codex going shopping?
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Issa's not going. Wash is not going?
One, you had mentioned, before we got into a fight with a god that you would be willing to make me armor. Is that I mean, I will pay you your rate. I just am wondering. I would love to have some from you.
Yeah, I can go get some supplies. We'll need to properly set up a forge in here before I can get to that, but I can definitely start getting the supplies for that.
Okay.
What is your highest amount that you will pay?
200? Is that too little?
I can work with 200. Codex, anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. You made a face.
This is just my face. I'm gonna go rest. If you guys need me, just send me a message or something. I don't know. And she kind of just like turns and starts wandering upstairs to her room.
All right, let's go shopping. So you're going to the silent marketplace. What are you guys looking for?
I think we should look for like a lantern thing that like can't be just like snuffed out so easily. Maybe something magic.
Lamp. I just need a raw goods store. So is the goal divide and conquer?
I think we can stick together.
Okay.
You should just stick. Yeah, we don't have. We can confer about what we need to get.
More arms to carry everything.
If I can like peruse now, can I see like there's like this is probably where the like ore would be found. This is where the liquid would be found. Like, can I be like, that's probably where the magic emporium is? Can we meet there?
I don't think there's a magic emporium. The closest to a magic emporium is Silly Simon's Tell Us Something. There's probably a place that.
You should go ask Silly Simon. He might.
But there's probably the most I can say that looks like it might be a shop that has magical. It's probably not a shop. It's more of a stall. It's probably like somebody who's just like, make things, you know.
All right.
You just meet back here.
I was gonna say we either meet here
and
or
right in front of you is
probably
Silly Simon's Tell Us Something.
Yeah, let's meet in front of the blue building.
It keeps moving with us.
I'm right here, guys. Hey.
So we can either meet here or at that stall. That's probably where we can find a lamp.
Excellent. Let's do that. And say an hour, 2 hours?
An hour. It shouldn't take me too long.
Excellent. We'll see you there.
All right, who wants to go first?
I'll go first because I have the idea. So yeah, I'm looking for obviously an ore shop. I'm also looking for a green tent.
Sure. Roll investigation.
Do you want to do something fun with
Nat 20.
Damn.
What? First roll? Oh my god.
Ooh.
Yeah, natural 20. As you walk around, you do see what looks like a memory that has recently found its way back into your head that you've lost, but have regained ever since Codex was like, I stole this thing called the Dark Root Diamond, and you're like everything came back rushing into your head. There was a place that you went to before where you met this person in a very strange green tent who you remember talked to you about these diamonds, about their future sense that they have of being able to see the future. If you remember, he said his name was Malachite. And from your companions at that time when you were doing that mission, it seemed like this was a very powerful, I won't even say person, but being. A being who also, if you remember, told you that he was more or less done involving himself with the going-ons of mortals. He kind of like explained blah, 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 like, things messed with the timeline or something. And it was all very, like, existential, and I don't know if you gathered everything exactly what he meant by it. But you do remember he was a person who could see in the future, and he was very powerful. And as humanoid as he looks, he's some type of higher being, you had to assume. maybe not a god, but something. But looking around, yeah, it makes sense if you're trying to find it. But also, there's probably that creeping feeling of like, I don't know if like this is such on a whim. There's no way I'm just gonna find like this person who seems a happened chance just found, who's as important as he seemed, until you find tucked away in a little nook between some stalls, almost in a way that like if you weren't looking out for it, you would never even notice it walking by. Very similar actually to Doctor Who with like the TARDIS, where it's like people don't even ever notice it unless you're like specifically looking for it. And even then, it's hard to look for because it's almost like it doesn't want to be found. But yeah, nestled between what looks like kind of like this like kind of area of stalls, more of like a bazaar-esque market area of the Silent District, is a green tent with its curtains closed, but a very familiar sight that pulls you in.
Also for note, I'm not in my armor. I'm like in like probably more of my...
This entire time?
This whole time.
Okay.
Okay.
So, you kind of push the entrance of this tent aside as you walk in to a small room. It looks like it would fit like 3 people in it at most, maybe. Well, probably fit like it could fit the entire party. It'd be a little cramped. On one side of a longer table that is clothed over, with this man sitting on the other side. More, I would say he's like somewhere between a pale and tan skin, a bit sun-kissed. He's wearing what seems more like flowy, almost silk and satin green clothes. It's almost in that like 2005 fucking every 2005 girl tying the like their button down to make it look like it's like up more, because he does his midsection is fully out. As he's wearing more of what looks like, I wouldn't say parachute pants, but like what seems almost like a green silk satin parachute pants. As he's sitting on the other side of this table, in front of him are a few things. On his left, there are what looks like a deck of what would be tarot cards, a crystal ball in front of him, and then on his right is what looks like an open, like not like a small open treasure, like like the small treasure chest, but like a small chest that is open, faced towards him, but you can still see the glint of gold in it. He has longer silver hair that is in a ponytail, like almost like Ariana Grande ponytail.
Yes.
Not exactly, but close enough. And his face is obscured by a mask that covers this entire part of his face. You can kind of see the bottom part of his nose, but not fully. It is this white, pure white, pristine mask that, where it covers his eyes, it looks like there are green, almost like arcanic rune-like drawings of like the shape of an eye, or shape of eyes, if you would, on either side. But you can't see his eyes. You've never seen his eyes. And he wears what looks like kind of like a light green lipstick. Or maybe that's just his lips. Kind of like a dark on the top and lighter on the bottom. But he just kind of, when you walk in, he immediately smiles and his face looks up towards you. But he kind of just, like immediately, if you're walking in quiet, he kind of just like looks over and goes, "Ah, Cornelia Rousseau. I didn't expect I'd ever meet you again."
I didn't think I would meet you again. May I come in?
You've already entered.
I mean, may I stay?
Sure. And he kind of like gestures down with his hand. As you do see, there are kind of like those almost like kneeling cushions. There's those like kneeling cushions that you can kind of like either sit or kneel in front of the other side of the table. It's a low table too. It's not very tall, so where he is sitting, it's like a little bit above it, but it's not like you're kneeling and then you're like looking up at him like that. Like he is when you're standing shorter than where you are, but if you kneel down or sit down, he'll only be like a little bit higher up on the ground from where he is sitting.
She kneels.
He kind of just smiles and then, "So, you went looking for me. I thought I told you last time that I didn't want to be involved with the going-ons of mortals."
Yeah. I'm not here to ask you to fix anything. I think I'm just a little scared. We're dealing with the diamonds again.
Yes. The one thing I thought exactly would be the only reason why I get involved would be those diamonds. Or whatever's causing these bushes.
Yeah. I think I just needed someone to ask if things turn out all right. They can turn out all right, right?
Of course they can. But I guess that goes into the definition of what you consider all right. Also, not to pick apart the words that you have just uttered, I've never been the person to come in and fix things. It's not my job as a time procurer. You've never heard that term?
Yeah. So you're not just a fortune teller?
No, let's just say I'm a type of person who's been involved in many of the events that you've probably learned from your history books. Always in the background, but you know of gods.
Yeah, heard of them. Yeah.
Right. Well, there are some other beings that I think were known as primordials. And there was a being of time. Let's just say that being who led past, present, and future split into three. We call ourselves the Time Procurers. I'm future.
Shevin, like, shuffles herself a little bit. She's like, oh god, I'm in front of... Oh gods, I'm in front of something much bigger. I thought I was just gonna, like, have a nice fortune be read to me and be told some fun information. Now I'm in front of a primordial deity.
No, I'm not a deity.
Oh.
Before you say it.
Oh.
Well, I don't at least consider myself.
Okay.
The reason why I'm telling you this is now, Cornelia Rousseau, you and the Fated Fates, we are, unfortunately, or fortunately maybe in your case, or unfortunately for me if I don't want to be involved with the goings-on of mortals, but we are now at a very strange tethered line, where at any moment a wish could be made that changes everything. Hence my, let's say, light dabble in involving myself this time round. Maybe we have to be friends. Who knows? But with all of that pretense out of the way, what can I do for you today?
I don't know how much you can show me or how much you can help my course right now, but I am playing with things way over my head. I don't want to mess it up. So can you at least show me a world where I don't mess it up?
I can show you the world, but I can't necessarily show you the path to get it there.
I'll take what I can get.
Then what would you like to see?
A world where we do figure out this whole diamonds harvest, not blotting out the sun, but like somehow containing it, finding out the corruption, and fixing it, and being the heroes.
Are you sure that's the world you'd like to see?
Is this a situation where I can ask you where the diamonds are?
I could potentially show you where a diamond is, sure. I don't know how much I can give or how much you're willing to pay. And he kind of like touches the top of the little chest full of gold in front of him and then puts his hand back down.
Okay. So we'll put that on my list. But I think I do want to see that we make it out alive.
So you'd just like to see a world in which you make it out alive? With all of the pretense you said before.
Preferably. I think I just need to know it's possible. She does, like, her voice kind of wavers when she says that. it feels insurmountable right now.
Very well. 150 gold, please.
She gives 150 gold. Confused, she's definitely like, gonna go to the market after this?
No. As you know, the Fairfather, as he grabs it, the Fairfather is a symbol of gold, which means gold has a very intense magical and spatial property. Dealing with giving you fortunes that could give you one too many ideas of how to change the future could fuck with the timeline. And therefore I am here to convert it with the energy of the gold. You kind of watch as he kind of places it on top of that, like, chest of gold, and it kind of just, like, sizzles away into, like, this kind of, like, gold dust that flies up. And you kind of notice that you're like, all those gold coins look like they're literally melded together. Oh, that's fake. That's not real. Like, it looks like almost like, you know, like the little, like, almost like the fucking doubloons. It's like, it's all like, it's like probably just like a one little thing that they, you know, you put in.
Yeah.
Right? As that happens, though, he kind of, like, lifts his hands up as you watch the sides of the tent fall away. And now surrounding you, there's still the floor of this tent that you were sitting on, the table in front of him and him sitting there. But instead of walls, it kind of opens up into this great cosmic expanse of just like stars and space. Well, let us see then, Cornelius, what it looks like in the future with all of your wishes. And he kind of like smirks a bit when he says that. As you watch the space kind of like surrounds you for a bit and kind of like all of you, the two of you in that room, if you will, as it then eventually fades away into what looks like this like weird large expanse of some type of like canyon. It's a darker day. It looks like it might be like storming or something. Not storming, but like cloudy, full covered by clouds. And everything has a kind of gray wash to it, as if it's like a day that is after a storm or after a heavy rain, but it's still lingering. As you're standing in what looks like this almost kind of open, not temple, but open, like kind of like rock, like stone and mortared rock like building, almost like an open forge. As you look a little older, you probably have a scar on your left eye, as well as this one glove on your left hand that seems to like tick like clockwork when you move it. And you're working on something that at first you're not really sure what it is. It looks almost like a statue, but not exactly. There are parts of stone kind of like cut at seams, which looks like there's like this type of like orange hue of, I don't want to say valley, but like an orange hue of veins in this structure. You kind of go over to a table that looks like it might be some type of heated countertop almost, that you quickly put your hand, the clockwork left hand on, and you quick mutter some word in arcane before out of like the hot metal of this countertop it molds into what looks like this larger crystal that has that same orange hue imbued in it. It glows a little and it looks weird. It's interesting. This gem is almost like there seems to be like a breath of life in it. As you move back over to this statuesque figure, I would say too, the perspective that you're watching is almost as if you're like an outsider viewing it. You're not like following you, and you're not it's probably, if it's almost like a Frankenstein slab it's on, you see the back of its slab and probably like the back of the slab and probably like its arm and shoulder and side of the head, as if it's like a thing you were working on. Again, you lift up the gem and you say something in arcane as you kind of force it into the chest, you assume, as you watch this thing get up and then walk, like kind of look over to the you in this vision, as it then like kind of like supplicates down and gets onto one knee and puts one over its chest. What would you have me do? As you hear yourself kind of utter, there's war. Follow the rest. As you watch it kind of like get up and then turn left and walk over to what looks like maybe like a garrison of 10 As Malachite then kind of like looks to you, well, turns his head to you. This is the future where it all works out. You've created something. Well, helped create it. I can't say it's all on your own. And war is upon you. Everyone, really. Well, not everyone, but the age of peace is over. He kind of just smiles and then like kind of turns to look at the vision and then turns to look at you.
I'm guessing I can't stop the age of peace ending.
Sure you can. Anyone could. Time is in a flux. Using wishes could change anything. If you want my personal opinion, I would advise this is the best future to aim for. But that's all it is. It's just a vision. As you kind of watch it, like kind of like fade away back into that cosmic space.
I actually really appreciate the input.
Kind of nods very slowly and smiles.
This is going to be such a weird question, but in the future, did I have longer hair?
A little bit, yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Maybe it was like on my.
Is that really what the back of my head looks like?
Oh god. Did the 150 gold also include where a diamond would be located? She smiles.
You mortals are so entertaining. That could be nice. Throw in 20 more and I'll give it to you.
Immediately thrown in 20 more.
And again, it kind of just like... whoosh. You watch as he then moves his hand over to the tarot deck and pulls a card. And again, like, he's putting it in front of his face and you're like, can he see that? Like, you're like...
Trying to think that.
He looks out from underneath the mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something like that. Like...
but he kind of like... Yes. There is a diamond very close to you, currently. In the old river, past the black lights in the echo chamber. So be careful. She's a very seductive call when she finds you.
Noted.
Anything else I can help you with?
How to tap into the power of the gold?
How do you tap into the power of arcane?
Practice.
Mine's innate.
Hmm.
As well as my colleagues, brothers, whatever you would call them. Past and present.
Well, I don't think I have many more questions to ask you right now. I won't keep your time any longer. And she kind of like says that and like it has this like face of like, does that matter? I hope if we meet again, it's on good terms.
I don't think it's ever been on bad terms.
Yeah, I'm hoping I'm not coming in here being like, fix it now.
There's not been many who's ever disappointed me or made me upset. I usually find myself on quite amicable terms. Though not everyone can say the same, for maybe their way of feeling for me. But I just calls it how I sees it. He kind of smirks, and you feel you feel the feeling of a wink.
I feel it. Well, I will get going. I guess if you ever need me, I'm sure you know where I'm at.
Kind of nods slowly, smiles.
She kind of like gives a wave, walks out.
Terrence and Shay, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, good question.
I have an idea. So, I have something I would like to do. Do you remember when we met? Let's flashback. It's been a while.
Yes,
I
when
think
you
I
told
mentioned
me we were
something.
on it.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
right after that, when I caved inevitably,
Mhm.
I mentioned something about him wanting to kill my mother.
Oh, yes.
Right.
She actually works near here, and I want to know if she's alive or dead.
Terrence, I would love to meet your mother.
Yeah, if we want to go that way, it's not too far. We should definitely be able to be back within the hour or so.
Sure, let's go.
Great.
So where are you taking Shay?
I'm taking her to LaGuardia, which is the restaurant that
The airport.
the airport.
Yeah.
The airport I'm flying into.
It's also known as the Den, because that's what that means in Spanish. It is a like fine dining restaurant in the third, probably like outside of the just outside of the Silent District, and it's run by a Leonin named Rory. He is.
Right.
I thought it was stupid but cute. But he has like shaved sides of his head. His like mane is kind of like off to the side.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the head chef, and my mom, or he's the owner, but my mom is the head chef there.
Yeah, so you probably walk for about 30 minutes before you get there. I'm sure chatting it up, unless you get 1 RP.
No,
Okay, yeah.
I'm probably like telling you about the place that we're going, and I'm like, we're gonna go through the back. That's usually where Rory's office is back there, so we could probably just like go in through there, go into the office, and I used to work there for a little bit, but it's fine.
Either way.
So it's probably like, it almost looks like part of the earth. It's like a stone, like rounded building, and when you walk in, everything is kind of like, it's all cushioned and very like lavishly dressed, but all of the furniture is like rock formations from within, with like a fire pit in the center, but it's all done up in like cushions with like tapestries and things like that. Kind of like very warm glow, but like that stone underneath is still very prominent. The kitchen is open, so you can see into it. But it's very like elegant. But we're going around the back, so we're not going in that way.
Back is dirty.
Yeah, we go back through like the trash alley where we like there's probably like just a basic like rounded out door carved into the back of the stone, and like right around the corner would be where like Rory's office is. He's very like hipstery, kind of young, probably.
I would say too, like what it looks like on the outside, it almost looks like at first glance when you're approaching LaGuardia, it looks almost like the actual stone pathways you're walking on, kind of, but like that's the building. But like at a closer look, you're like, this sounds not exactly right, but like it's supposed to give that vibe of like it's almost like the road, but it's not.
Gotcha.
Like it's erupted from the earth, but it's
Right, it's like it went pop, like,
yeah.
Popped out of the stone pathway.
So Terrence is gonna kind of walk in through this like back entrance to this like office area and like knock on the like side of the door because the door's probably open. Rory?
Hello? Who is it?
It's Terrence.
Oh, Terrence! He kind of like opens up and kind of like, how are you?
I'm fine.
He's literally like this giant Leon, and he's probably like almost 6'8".
Yes.
Has like little tiny like those split half glasses.
Yes.
He's wearing this very like nice like vest and kind of billowy shirt. He is more of a darker lion, so he like is almost like scar colored, like from Lion King. Very warm smile though. Kind of like very orangey yellow eyes, like cat eyes. And yeah, like Vic said, like a mullet almost, like mane that kind of like goes down. That probably gets like braided at the end a little bit at the bottom. Did your mother ask you to pick up a shift or something?
No, I was actually I've been traveling quite a bit recently, and I wanted to check in and see if she was working today. I haven't had a chance to write us, so I just wanted to surprise her at work and see if she was in.
No, she's dead. Have you not heard?
Oh my god! He collapses to the ground.
No, she died. Yeah, she's completely gone.
Their funeral was last week.
We had a whole service.
Wouldn't even thought to about you.
Well, Stella's working currently. I think she's doing her rounds, walking to everybody. I could get her. I do believe the sous chefs are all
Yeah, if she has a second, could you just send her back here? I would just really like to say hello.
Sure, she has lost her limbs, all of them.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that's fine. I don't know if I met your friend. Kind of like takes your hand.
I'm Shay.
Very fancy. It's like, oh, I was going to pet you, but you're like, probably not appropriate to pet you, but like, I want to pet you.
He licks it with a really rough.
No, he does not lick her hand. Just kind of.
I'm Shay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. You got like Rorik Hofstad. Very nice to meet you, and yes.
Likewise, brother.
Put his glasses on.
I'm wearing my sunglasses so no one can know.
Chardell, please get a cellar when she is finished making her rounds. Yes, of course. And kind of like, just this like, one sous chef just kind of like walks away. So have you been adventuring, I hear?
Yes. I didn't know if word had traveled.
Well, yes, I do believe there were a few people who came to Guardia first before going to the Faded Fates
The auction.
auction. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, the Venusaths were here. Lady Nova and Lord Kleptaris. They were here, I think, a night before.
Yeah, they came to the auction as well. I actually spoke with Nova for a bit. She was very pleasant.
You didn't mention Kleptaris. Do you not
He was mingling, so I didn't talk to him.
You like the characters, go to the characters you've played.
But yes, we've been in an adventuring party, which is why I've been traveling and haven't really had the chance to contact my mother. So, yeah.
I mean, a good way up. You could even meet the king. Who knows?
Yeah, that would be wild. I'll make sure to put in a good word for the restaurant.
Oh, we have served the king.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Well,
he gets takeout.
we've sent deliveries. Yes, we've sent deliveries, but it's not exactly the same, and I don't know if he's actually tasted it with his mouth, but it's fine. It all works as it is. Stella, just awkward. You kind of watch as in walks like through the double doors, as you kind of peek in a little bit to like where his office is / the like, because it kind of looks like that break in the hall to the kitchen. As you watch the double doors kind of like open, and you see a woman in a very clean chef's outfit. So she's probably not working. She's more doing that like the Gordon Ramsay thing of like, yeah, she's like, hi, like, thank you for coming. Like, hope you enjoy the food. What's your favorite color?
Running past.
But she has kind of like almost like ash blonde hair. But she kind of like is like walking over, like looking around to see like why she was called. As then she like sees Terrence, and she's like, and
I run straight to her. Like, it's,
if you try to run to her, Vorak will like, hold on, like food.
Fine, I get it.
Cross contamination could be that thing, Terrence. And she kind of like walks. And she's like, thank you, Lori. It's fine. Terrence, how are you?
I just like hold her, and I'm like squeezing her probably a little too tight, and I'm like,
ow.
I'm sorry.
I haven't talked to you in so long. Where have you been?
I have. I'm an adventurer now.
Yeah, I heard a bit about that.
You know, the work I was doing, the reason I like quit this place and the work I was doing, so it was actually all leading up to this. I wanted it to be kind of a surprise.
Hi, I'm Shay.
This is Shay. She's one of my fellow adventurers.
It's Stella Astonis.
So nice.
I don't know where that voice came from. I don't know what I'm doing. Sorry.
Is that your front of house fave?
No, it's just it's just sometimes I hear someone else's voice and I could accidentally copy it. It's fine. I'll leave you to the office. Then like walk away. Well, yeah, I hadn't heard from you in a bit, so I was wondering if you're okay.
I'm fine. I wanted to make sure you were okay. I just haven't checked in a while. I know I kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah, I've been fine. Yeah.
Oh, what was that?
It's just this. Sometimes I feel like there's always people watching me. I think that's just the way people feel,
I don't know if you've seen anyone, but yes.
There was this man who came in a couple of weeks ago who said he knew you.
What did it look like? No worries.
He was a Vidalcan, blue-skinned, very, very polite, well-mannered. Said he was your boss. Was that your patron?
You said this was a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
He was maybe someone I worked with, but he is no longer my boss.
I tried to be. Oh. Okay, was that because of me? I tried really hard to be really nice because I just wasn't sure, and I
No, adventurers don't always get along with everybody, and he was maybe not one of the people we got along with, so he's fine. Not to worry anymore. But yeah, I knew he was looking for me, and I didn't know he would come talk to you, so I just wanted to make sure you were okay.
He just said he was in the area.
Yeah. He's not in the area anymore, so that's fine.
As far as we know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But no one, you still feel like you're being watched?
Not recently, no.
No?
I mean, ever since you took care of that Verano person or whoever.
Okay.
She doesn't know.
Oh,
He
yeah.
didn't say his name.
Yeah. That was the same guy.
She's she's trying to she's like.
Maybe I
her-
shouldn't have
her-
said that. Maybe
her-
I shouldn't
The
have said
cogs
that.
are definitely going. She's trying to process. She's like, what?
Oh, no, never mind. You know what? I think I may be thinking of a different blue ball Vidalkin. So, don't worry about it.
You killed somebody?
No,
No.
I would never. But adventurers sometimes have to do things. But I didn't do it.
Why don't you? I don't want you being put into compromising positions where you
No,
have to
never.
kill people, Terrence.
Never, Ma.
Maybe don't be an
Never,
adventurer.
Ma. I'm here to...
There are shifts available.
Ma, do I look like I could kill someone? I am here to protect my friends and use... I kind of tap her firmly on the shoulder.
Terrence is a little bit taller than Stella, by the way.
A little bit.
I am here to protect my friends, the people I work with, and to come up with plans. I'm just the idea guy.
Are you coming here because you thought I was going to die?
No! He's sweating.
Am I in trouble because you're
No, you're not in trouble. You're not in trouble anymore.
Terrence!
No.
She's just watching it go down.
Rory pours you a glass of wine and he's like...
The way that she's moving her head, her hair that was very cleanly put places, it's starting to frizz a bit. And she's like,
Ma, I take her by the shoulders and I kind of slick her hair back down. And I'm like, it's...
You do the floss thing.
Yeah. No, I just kind of tuck her hair behind her ears and I look at her and I'm like, Ma, everything is fine. It is all taken care of. You are not in danger and I am not in danger. I promise. Should I roll this in?
Yeah, you should. Codex dice. Ooh, not great.
Wow. 14?
Okay.
Trust me. Okay?
I am Terrence. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting. Yep, it's happened.
Stella, I have his back. Don't you worry.
It's actually Estella.
Yes!
The fact that we both did that.
I love this so much.
Their mannerisms are exactly the same.
Yes.
When she, but first she was I think she was
I will say
very
she
poised.
looks way more put together than Terrence, though.
She does, but I think
Checks
when
out.
as soon as she started to get frazzled, you see the same ticks kind of come through.
Oh my god, okay, so as soon as that happens, Shay's gonna smirk and put a hand on each of their shoulders.
That's my boob.
Exactly. I'm better than you
Leave my mother alone.
Get out of here.
Stella, Terrence is doing fine. And I'll be there to watch his back no matter what. I promise.
What was your name again? I'm sorry.
Shay.
Okay. Thank you, Shay.
Cool. She's a good.
Kind of gives you look, and then
Hey.
okay.
Are you doing okay? Otherwise, how's everything going? How's
Fine. Yeah, good. Thinking about putting myself out there again.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe thinking about moving. To be honest,
just
see here.
Oh yeah, that makes more sense. The commute is still kind of nasty.
And
We live in the second.
We've been making a lot more, and ever since the clientele's kind of increased, Rorik's been really good with helping me.
Well,
Oh, I kind of like she's like Rorik. She's like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, we have so much in common.
No, we don't. But it's fine. You know.
You're compatible.
kind.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Ma, we have a setup in the Silent District now, so I'm real close by.
You live in the Silent District. I just moved there. You're gonna let me move in? Well, actually, I don't want to be part of it. If you have people that are going to attack you every day, sorry.
We need a chef.
Accents coming out.
We were gonna
Accents
hire.
coming out. Nope, not doing
Are you
it.
sure?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Nope. She's looking away from you.
Do you want, Ma? Do you want to?
No.
We wanted to hire a chef anyway, and
You hire a good chef.
you are great. You're the best chef I've ever seen.
Why are you hiring a chef if you can't do it?
Because I have to go out and adventure, and I also said I didn't want to hire.
What does that
a
mean,
chef, 'cause I was
adventure?
gonna
What does that mean? I have to go out on an adventure. What does
hire- I
that
have to
mean?
go out and solve problems for the people of the burg. Okay.
Who has a problem?
Ice people do.
What? What are the problems? You with the blue person you're killing?
No, I didn't kill the blue person.
Shay is just dying in the background, just like...
don't want to be your chef.
Okay, but I
I'm
live
your
close
mother,
by.
and I'm going to be your mother, and that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, well, I live close by, and I will come see you often, okay? As often as I can.
Are you coming to see me often because someone wants to kill me?
No, because I love you and you're my ma, and I like grab her by the head.
And because someone wants to kill me?
No one wants to kill you.
Anymore.
You're shaking my head pretty intensely, Terrence.
I swear no one wants to kill you.
Yeah, the more frustrated, the more like her accent comes out, but then she goes back to like just normal like plain East Coast American accent.
Remove my hands from her head. No one is trying to kill you. And if that does come up, I'll let you know. He's smiling weirdly.
If anything changes.
Okay.
It's fine, I promise.
Okay.
I'm probably like holding her hands in mine and I like kiss them. It's fine.
Listen, as long as you're not doing something that's going to involve like the end of the world, I don't care. Okay.
Yeah.
Terrence.
It's not, I promise. Base level stuff. We're just helping the people.
Yes, we just did some pest control. Simple things. Yes.
And killing a blue person.
That had to do with the pest control.
That's true.
So pest has a rage. I know.
A lot of different things can be pests.
I used to think your little pets were pests. So are we talking about rats here? Are we talking
They
about
actually were rats.
They
That
were
was the
rats.
issue that we were dealing
Yes.
with.
the blue man that came in to say that he was your boss was not a rat, Terrence.
No, I know he wasn't a rat.
So what I'm saying is there's a range of pests.
Yes.
What if one of those pests is like a giant?
There are no giants.
Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. We haven't encountered one yet. But if there is, we'll take care of it.
Are you? Why? Why would you?
I don't know,
Why would you stay home?
And by take care of it, we mean
Because I
cook
wanna-
dinner
because
and
Ma-
tea.
I want to do something, okay? You know I've been trying to do something with my life, my whole life. I want to make Dad proud, okay?
Have you ever thought about maybe trying for school again? Like maybe it's safer. Maybe you and we could all be right here. Me, you. Gesturing to Rory, who she has a crush on.
You know, I actually have a great inn at the school, if you want to think about it on the
What the
future.
fuck?
That's great. That's great. That's
Hey,
good
hey,
connections.
Do you want me to stay in the group or not? I gotta see this through. I'm a part of something good. And we'll do good. And maybe afterwards I'll go back to school.
But you never went to school, so. Well,
Okay,
higher
you don't have to
education.
rub it in.
Well, as soon as he's done helping me with all of my things, I can help him get to school.
What are you helping me with? Like, what are you helping me with?
Helping me hold these very...
Did you say that?
Well, we're all helping each other.
You guys doing sex work?
No, we're not doing sex work.
Okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but just
No.
be honest.
No, no.
Okay.
I'm.
I don't want to say, but she has big boobs. She has huge boobs, dude.
Yeah, especially her height. She's the right boob height.
I'm still.
That doesn't mean just because you have big boobs doesn't mean you have to be a sex worker. It would,
Ma,
if you need
ma,
money,
ma.
They're handy for other things, darling.
I have money. This pays very well. It's not sex work. And
it could be. It's
I'm
fine
still,
if it is.
I'm saving up so I can go back to
It's been a
school.
while since you
or
had
I
a
can go to
girlfriend,
school.
Terrence.
I know, but it's fine.
Because then we can both have somebody. I'll have somebody. You have somebody.
I'm working on that front as best as I can. So
Yeah, who with?
I don't. It's not.
Do you know? Do you know? Is it you?
It's not.
Okay.
It's
No,
Shay.
no.
I'm kidding.
That's my boob. It's Shay.
Who is it? Is she good?
No,
You
it's
good?
not anyone.
They good?
It's not anyone because nothing's happening yet, so it doesn't matter.
Yet. That
It
means
does
there's
nothing.
somebody.
Nothing's
But
happening.
You said yes, so
and
that means there must be
it's
someone.
fine.
that-
No one. It's nothing.
No, wait. I want to know. Come on. You come to tell me that.
Terrence's face turns like beet
You come to
red.
tell me that
Yes,
Mr. Blue's
I
going to
love
kill me
it.
and that his name's Verano. And
Mr.
then-
Blue is not going to come here.
Well, I don't know if I trust anymore, really, to be honest. Just tell me something good. Tell me about the love in your life.
That's not. That's a little.
Tell me
Much.
about
Yes, do tell.
Yeah, she wants to know. I want to know.
It's fine. She actually is seeing someone else, and so it doesn't really matter right now.
Well, I don't think it's official on her
So
side.
you do know who it is.
I do.
Can you tell me?
Shay, if you ever talk to my mother ever again,
No, you're going to make those rules. Shay and I are friends. Shay is Stella friends. That's what it says right there.
It's true, Stella. Give me your address. I'll tell you everything.
No offense, sweetie, but I don't know if I'm going to get killed by somebody, to be honest.
not gonna get killed by anybody.
Are you being recluse?
No, I'm not being a recluse. I've been out.
Are you being weird?
Probably.
Shake
Are you
But
being
people
weird? Are you
like
being
it.
weird in the endearing way, or are you being weird in like the weird way?
I like to think the endearing way. I look at Shay.
Yes.
And tell me more about
No.
her, they, him. Whatever pronouns.
Or adjectives.
I'll let you know if anything happens.
With.
Her.
Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay. And if something were to happen with her name would be
Isa, it's Isa.
Issa.
Cut to Issa with Kaz on the phone.
No!
Okay, Issa, I can work with her. Tell me a bit about her. What's she look like? Is she nice?
She's very nice.
Okay.
Well, she goes to school.
Okay.
She's a triple major, actually.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
Very.
Lots of money.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's a tiefling.
Okay. Yeah, I don't put anything. You know.
I gesture into Rory's office, like to.
No, I don't have no. You said it in a sad way.
No, I didn't say it.
Date anybody. Live a colorful life. I've always said that, Terrence. What's the last name? Does she have a nice last name?
Balthazar, I think.
Yes. Full name Isabella, if you really want to know.
Balthazar?
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yes, the parents are relatively well known, I believe.
yeah.
What? Ma? What? Ma?
Yeah. You mean like Salvador and Elena Ballador?
I think so.
Those are parents? I don't know.
The clerics are just the high priests of... Yes.
Yeah, and one's an ex-bull.
What?
Really?
Yeah, her dad.
What?
They were up
What?
recently too with Cleptaris and Nova.
Do you know which
Yeah, but
priest
what?
The Tide Thorns. He was like the big one.
Yes.
Before who's in it now? That orc. Yeah, he was Archbishop Salvador Ballador. Funny enough, maybe that's why he stopped. But now it's Archbishop Ozzel, Beerus Ozzel. He's an orc.
Mm-hmm.
That's So you're getting involved with bulls now.
No, I'm not getting.
You're
involved.
lying. I know you.
No, I'm not getting involved. I said, did you see someone else? It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So
Any
I'm
other
not...
bulls I should know about? You're involved with?
Well, no.
She's just scratching her head.
No.
Okay, you can't act weird around a ex-bull's daughter. Okay.
Okay, I'm not.
Doesn't mean she has money. Just to be honest.
We have
I
money.
mean, I know you do, but okay, I have money.
I also have money now.
Okay. Well, then take a shower.
Wash your hair for that sake.
The bathroom's haunted.
I think you should go. We'll talk later, okay?
Okay.
Unless you are sitting down to eat with your lovely other friend who could be a potential love.
Stella, for you, maybe one day.
Terrence like,
Terrence is like, I never made that shot. I didn't.
I'm shooting my shot for me.
We got some time if you want to get something to eat.
Sure, we should grab something for one as well.
Yeah, sure. Yes. Maybe get takeout for the crew.
I hate takeout. Says Rory.
Sorry, Rory.
It's just not as good as the experience in.
I understand that, Rory.
Like, there's a whole thing that happens when you're inside.
We'll spread word of the amazingness, then.
Rory, it's fine. When there's a bit, some people like to taste it before they try it. You know, it's fine. Yeah, I'll get you a seat. I'll take a seat. I'll get you food.
Love you. And I might kiss her on the forehead and go out.
Cute.
Shay and Terrence, you guys are leaving LaGuardia to go find one after having a nice dinner with your takeout.
Yeah, we have a big takeout bag for everyone else, and I'm like, I think they're really gonna like this. It's gonna be. I'm so glad she's alive. Oh.
Terrence, you go on ahead. I need to go take care of something.
Are you sure? This is for the thing you and one were talking about earlier. Do you need backup?
Oh no. But thank you. Don't wait up for me. I'll meet you back at the keep.
Okay.
And she disappears into the shadows.
Yeah, Terrence turns to say goodbye and she's already gone. And he's holding the bag and he's like, okay. He signs off with his hands. Turns to find one in the courtyard.
Okay, yeah.
Or in in front of Silly Simon's telecenter. Shay went off to do the thing that you were talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine, I guess.
I brought food for everyone. My mom's alive. I hold up a hand for high five.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Terrence high fives himself.
Holy shit.
Did you have an okay time?
I didn't really do any shopping. I didn't know how much longer.
Yeah, also, when you walked out of Malachite's tent, as soon as you turn around, it's gone, and it feels like more time has passed than you were.
Yeah.
We just had a nice lunch. Dinner?
Congratulations.
Yeah, so I didn't get any shopping done either.
Okay.
This was free. I have connections. Do you want to go get the things we were supposed to get?
Yeah, let's go get the things we're gonna go.
Okay. You said there was like a cart, not cart,
Stall?
like stall where I could potentially get like a lantern that can't be snuffed out.
I don't know, you'll have to ask.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. Well, you said it looks like it was selling.
Oh, like somebody who could potentially like craft magical things?
Yeah. Okay. Did you get a read on anything?
What?
A read on anything of like where to go to get something like this while you were walking?
It looks like she's just gonna like point. She's gonna be like, that stall probably looks like our best bet. I saw a shop when I was passing through that looks like it's got raw goods and the liquor store, and it was a little.
Yeah,
bit
okay,
back.
that's fine. Let's take care of this because it might need to be crafted, so we can do this really fast. Get your raw goods, get the liquor, and come back. Okay.
Okay. Can we also stop at a bakery?
Sure. I go up to the stall. Is there a bell I can ring? Ding.
Yeah, it is like a stall with like a tent behind it, so like there's like kind of like the curtains, if you would. Sure, there can be a bell.
Yes.
If you really, really, really want, there can be.
Ding, 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 ding. No, I'm kidding. I don't do that. I just ding it once. Ding.
And you kind of see like this like little kobold walk out from behind, like it's like big guy, no little guy. As you see this like green kobold kind of walk out, fin down the center of his face looks like they're like have like ruby encrusts on them.
Cool.
They're probably just jewelry. But he has like kind of like really bright yellow eyes, more of like an emerald green color of scales. And he's wearing kind of like what looks like this little tiny like muumuu almost, like a black with muumuu with like little traces of blue on the sides. And when he walks, it does kind of like twirl and move. He's very cute. I love him.
Hi there. I'm interested in asking for you to craft something that we may need. I'm looking for a lantern that can't be like snuffed out.
Okay. Scratches his chin. Lantern that can't be snuffed out.
Yeah, maybe something like magical or a little...
Magic lantern that can't be snuffed out. Yeah, I could probably do something like that.
Great.
Okay, great. Anything else I can help you with today?
Well, what would it cost for me to acquire such...
Oh, okay,
an
yeah.
item?
You said, could I inquire about asking about...
Yeah, I mean, I
You've
inquired,
asked.
you said you could do it, and now I'm asking how much it would cost for you to give me that.
Sure. A lantern that can't go out. He has like really big eyes too. Like they're like it's like really cute. Like he's like big. It's like he's wearing Coke bottle glasses, but he's not. Cost of a magical lantern that can't be snuffed out. Okay. He only has 3. I don't know how many fingers kobolds have, but I'm assuming they have like 4. Yeah. He starts counting, and he's like, well, counting. You just see him kind of like putting up his fingers, and then starting over. And you asked how much that would cost.
Yeah. Yes.
You see, like, if you look at one, she's like grabbing her choker, being like, I so don't want to.
And he starts going back to counting.
Do I want to ask how long it would take to make it?
That would be 222 gold.
Okay.
It will never go out.
Never. Can it be, like, turned off?
There is an outside, and you cover it.
Okay.
It's like a little, like, it goes around.
Okay, yeah, that's great. I would like to buy one of those.
Oh, okay, I just need one. But I can make one.
Can you make one?
Yeah.
That'd be great.
And then I can sell it to you when I have it.
That'd be great. How long would it take to make?
Not long.
How long?
Oh, I can get it to you by the end of this interaction.
Great, I would love that.
Okay.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Will you do that?
I will.
Okay, I'll pay you for it.
Now?
Well, once you give me the item, I'll pay you for it, because that's
Oh, yeah,
how it
but
changes.
you want me to start now?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay.
Great.
Awesome. What's your name, by the way?
My name is Terrence.
I'm Gug.
Gug?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Do you want to do that?
What?
Make the lantern.
Oh, yeah. And he turns around and walks back behind the curtains.
I love Gug. Gug. G-U-G.
G-U-G. I love him. He's a sweet little baby.
You definitely look back at one and at yourself, and her eyes like twitching, and there's like little tufts.
Listen, one. You gotta like. He's nice. He's doing his job.
I forgot to ask you a question first.
Yeah.
Do you have color preferences?
For the flame? Or just.
Oh! I was talking about the metal on the outside.
I mean, just like gray would be fine.
Okay. Do you want to do flames?
Wouldn't the flame be part of the torch? Or like the lantern?
No, color.
Oh, the color.
I do find red doesn't help because of the hue of red doesn't really make things brighter.
Yeah.
But it is cool.
It is cool, but we do need to
Or
see.
spooky. Is this for like a fun murder mystery event?
No, it is for practical use. So maybe like an orange
Being
would
a
be
murder
good.
mystery person is practical if that's your job.
I mean, it's not. So we need it to be
It is
practical.
some people's jobs. That's not very fair to them.
Oh no, I'm just saying it's not my job.
Oh,
We need it to actually light up darkness, so I would prefer maybe like a gold color would be great. Just
the technical term is amber, actually.
perfect then. That would be great.
But what about blue? That's fun.
That is fun. You know what?
Or daylight.
Daylight?
Yeah, it's just like a really high, like blue-white. You'd think it would look more amber, but it's not.
You know what? You do whatever you think will be most efficient to light up total darkness.
That's the point of the lantern, though.
Yeah.
So,
Do daylight. I think that sounds great.
okay,
Yeah.
with a silver outside.
Yeah.
Or did you say gray? I can make it matte.
Perfect. Like matte gray. That's great.
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 Okay.
All right.
I love this guy.
You look over at one; she's fully in the armor now.
she's in fetal position.
We turn
Just
around, I'm
the
like,
smoke coming out.
why are you so mad?
Let's get other things.
I forgot something.
She starts walking away towards the next door.
What do you want your command word to be?
To cover it and uncover it?
No, there's a slider. Unless you want a command word for that.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
What is the command word turns it on?
Oh, wait, yeah, it would be for the slider, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Unless you want to turn it off and also have a slider.
No,
Two
the
different
slider.
options.
The slider is perfect as long as it it'll completely close it off and then it'll completely open it up. You know what? The command word can just be light. That's great.
Oh,
It's
come
simple.
on.
What else?
Like, what about, like, I don't know, taco? Or something.
It
Or
could-
beetroot.
You know what? That's hilarious, and no one will know what I'm talking.
Can you say that word?
Beetroot? Maybe it doesn't
That's
sound as
fun
good
when you
when
say
I
it.
say it. Yeah. It could be gabagool.
What? This child of our
Con, I'm surprised you haven't suggested like Ignis.
incandescent.
What happened here?
The inflection matters.
I think light is just short and sweet and to the point. Maybe like bam.
Oh, bam!
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do you have to scream it?
Maybe not scream it, but just like bam. Just the inflection has to
You're
be
like, bam.
Yeah. Yeah. Get it, Gug.
Yeah, I can do that. And then he turns around. Also, I should do this in podcast. He does like a little dance, like his arms.
He gets it.
Yeah, he gets it. He went behind the curtain.
Okay. Terrence is like,
You go at one and you see one is at another vendor being like, 2 silver. Yeah, I'll take some of that too.
Terrence is like double, like smiling from ear to ear. This is a great day. My
Are
mom's
you
not
sure?
dead.
You gotta like pick his head up. Are you sure you want it to be gray?
Why don't I make it blue?
Matte blue or like a
Like a steely blue.
steely blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
like behind the fucking thing.
You know what? You can actually have a few power jumps as well.
I would like the Chaos Emeralds, thank you.
Please tell me he's making this in real
Yes.
time.
I'm like pulling the money out.
I know, I'm
like,
like taking everything off the list. I'm like, I finished going shopping there.
yeah, you go to everywhere else
Yeah,
that I'm waiting.
I go to the
Terrence is waiting patiently. He's just like fidgeting with some stuff. He's like putting the gold aside in his other pocket so that he has it ready when he comes out.
Okay, I'm done.
You're done?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
it in this box.
Can I see it?
Oh, I forgot to get it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, here it is. It's like holding it.
Great. Can I see it work?
Yeah. Bam.
Great. Is it like really bright?
Yeah. Not like really. It's like normal brightness of
Yeah.
a torch, but. Do you want to see it again?
Yeah, sure.
Bam. Oh, sorry. Bam.
What's the command word to turn it off? Is it also BAM?
What?
Well, you turned it
Let me
on.
right back. Wait, what word do you want?
Let's do MAB because it's BAM backwards. Mob.
I don't know. My mom said to stay away from the mob.
Okay, that's totally fair. Your mom is a wise woman.
You just see one in the background, like, has now left the liquor store, is going to the next shop.
One's at the keep, like already
Yeah,
back.
one's back at the White Castle.
Let's do POW.
Pow. Okay, yeah. Like walks over there. Okay.
Okay, let's see it.
Okay. Bam. Pow.
Nice. That's excellent.
It even has me on it. It's the same symbol of like the. It's like engraved at the bottom.
That's
And it's steel
absolutely
blue.
perfect.
It looks a little bit like a what are those called? A hydro flask. And also, here's that thing, just in case you also want to close it.
That's more than I asked for. That's amazing. I appreciate your business, and I'm gonna hand him
8,000 gold because he
8,000
deserves
gold.
it.
Yeah.
No, he says for 222, so I'm gonna give him like I don't know, 240.
Oh wow, that's
Here you
more
go.
than I needed.
I know, but you were such a pleasant person.
Okay, here you go.
Thank you so much. I'm gonna take it for
Thank you. Tell your friends about Gugs.
I will.
Okay,
For
do
sure.
you have friends?
I do.
Well, that's fine.
I do, and I will
Are
tell
we
them.
friends?
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
Okay.
Nice to be friends with you.
Just nice to meet you.
All right. Thank you for your patronage. Wait, I'm the patron. Thank you for your service.
I was in the army. That's my
You're
president.
braver than any U.S. Marine.
Good. Okay, tell the friend who turned into a robot. Does she want anything?
I think she's okay for now, but I'll definitely
Hey!
send her back when she wants something.
Hey!
Here's I just skitters.
She turns into V2.
No, she's never like. She's probably like at a bakery, like pointing out like an hour. But for class, she's like,
I'll send her back when she needs something, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
And I leave.
He literally just is like staring at you as you're leaving.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I need to subtract this money from my...
Well, that was that. All right, so
And
you
we
guys
can
collect the rest of your
I
stuff.
was also gonna say, I wrote this down at the beginning of last. I only took 100 gold out of the treasury, so this was from my like own money before. So I still have 200 gold left in the treasury, and now I have 110 on my person.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys gather your supplies and you return back to the Pale White Castle Keep. All right. People at home, any things you want to do before we end the episode?
I mean, I don't really, like I said, she's gonna play catch with her mage hand in the courtyard. It's honestly probably just like every 20 minutes she's in a different part of the house just trying to keep herself distracted. At one point she's probably like the mage hand is actually like more of like a hand, not like an animal, and actually it's probably like a dog of some kind, and she's trying to teach it how to shake and she's going through like a bunch of motions with her mage hand, and then like at some other point she's in the kitchen and she's just like avoiding people and her room and just kind of like trying to stay busy.
Issa?
I was trying. Can I take a bath without rolling anything?
Yeah, no, you can fully take the bath and you're fine.
Except for the ghost.
After taking a bath, Issa, is there anything else you want to do? Jesus Christ.
After successfully taking a relaxing bath, I'm gonna walk back to my room, rifle through my pockets because Kaz did not give me something I could wear as a sending stone, just gave me a full ruby with what is it, an upside down dagger on it.
Yeah.
He's like, where the fuck is this ruby? Yeah, and I'm gonna call Kaz.
All right, and we're going to end the episode there. So, give us an outro, Andrew.
Deuces.
The Table is Yours releases episodes in video and podcast format every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can follow The Table is Yours everywhere by the handle @TTIYDND. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the table next time.